Welcome back, everybody, and good evening. Word of mouth, Monday night. Got a new event. Haven't looked at it yet. Just been chilling out, relaxing a little bit. First day of school for the fall term started today, so we got that going on. We're going to take a look. Let's look at the event. Then I'm going to bang some invites a little bit after the event, see how we like the event. Hopefully it's a good one. Last week was a little bit of fun. I will have decided that I'm not as sharp or as consistent as I once was, but I still have some monsters left in me. Hopefully all of you have some monsters with the consistency left to go for you too. And we'll see how we're at. Easter Island OGT. Okay, this is pretty fucking stupid of an event. I'm sorry, guys. What? We played these goddamn... Why? What is the point of this? Oh, the decision making. I mean, they're not very good at getting people fired up. Like, none of this is. I just don't understand. We've taken something that was so fun and awesome with new teas coming out. Now no one knows. Contests are timing out because of how they set it up. I will say, I gotta say, I actually kind of laugh about the people complaining that contests are timing out because they played too far goddamn ahead. It is pretty fun to listen to, actually, a little bit. And I have given a perfect solution for this that wouldn't affect anyone else but the players who are causing the negatives to happen. It is an elegant solution, too. But we'll see it later, I guess. We'll never see the solution come to fruition. Yeah, mobile kind of not that fun, Ryan. I don't know, man. It wasn't terrible, but it's very microtransaction-y, which I'm fine with. I'm not against people making money. If I'm willing to pay for it and you created it, I'm in, yeah. But my whole problem with it, and it still hasn't changed, is how the Worlds qualifier works. Look, I'm not getting into another game that I got enough bullshit games that I'm not concerned with being competitive on. So I am not picking up another mobile device or computer or anything like that and picking up games that I'm not expecting myself to be very good at, which I could have easily been very good at mobile, although the meticulousness of it and the way that it works with the swing also drives to a not my style of gameplay, but very easy to manipulate for. My problem lied with the fact that the qualifier for Worlds, it was just totally random who got what setup. And I don't know. I haven't followed it enough since the first year for it. That just didn't cut it for me. Shooting cleaner won better, but because there were 15 people that got a certain front nine setup or back nine setup, that their score is already 3 strokes better than mine. That bothered me. I mean, getting the front 9 pars of 12 when other people were getting setups with pars of 16 or 15, like that just doesn't add up to me. I'm so hot, I want to take my clothes on. We got to start getting some points and things here. So basically, we have an event for what is the exact course that's out there right now. If you haven't had your machine update, this literally is the definition of nonsense. Like, what the fuck? Whose idea was this? This just doesn't make any sense. Like, I thought that we were having events and hopefully daily and money shot and maybe target rush on PGA, who knows, to have varied content. Well, we're going to do an event that is the exact same content that I could just hit a button and play right now already. Sounds awesome. Sounds like a great decision, right? Hey, Caesar, yes. I definitely cut it back this year because well, only one league because I cut off the $500 league. I was actually offended last year. I said at the beginning of the year that I'm not going to play this game of collecting money. If you don't pay, you don't get paid. So somebody in the league decides to not pay, make the playoffs, get second, I believe, tries to send me the 500 then. And I said, no, you're not getting paid. I sent the 500 back and said, it's like you didn't exist, dude. And people got mad at me in the league. I just couldn't quite understand it. I mean, my whole thing is this, right? I don't want to play the games where we have to have another place like to hold the money from fantasy kind of thing, because I really don't want to deal with if somebody doesn't pay. Okay, cool, I'll eat it. I don't mind because I don't want to deal with the drama of having to fill the spot the day of the draft because somebody hasn't paid. So, but in the same regards, I'm definitely not paying if you don't get paid, if you didn't pay. I mean, it's that simple. I'm not deducting. No, if somebody messaged me way before and says, hey, man, I'm running low on cash. Cool, you're fine, dude. The fact that you reached out is all that I'm looking for. The money isn't the issue. It's the whole being someone's mother. I don't have any children. I do not want to be your mother or father. I know I pay or reach out on time in all of the leagues that I'm in. I don't know. It's pretty simple if you ask me. It's really simple. Just pay or... But that's the thing, though. I can't kick people out of leagues the last minute of the draft because then you have an uneven league and now the whole league gets fucked. So I'll eat the amount of money, 100, 200, 500. It's not that much money if it comes down to it. But I'm definitely not giving it to you after not paying. But yeah, Caesar, you know me all too well, man. Fantasy. But see, this year I'm not as interested in fantasy because I think my Bears are going to do okay. I need to calm down. I really think we should do a season-long Golden Tee fantasy league. Not football. But just fantasy. The only problem with that is we would need to see more info and stats and things so that we can adequately run a league, and that's not happening. Yeah, see, no, it's okay, man. No bad feeling. Yeah, I could see something like that. But then that person just won't pay and will drop out of the league. So that doesn't work for me. That's the whole goal of doing it the way that I do. You know, like, because I don't want to lose players. God damn it. This is so boring, guy. Hi, Mike. Well, just complaining about the lack of content right now for home edition players. And I feel for you guys all, right? I do. I feel for everybody, especially if you bought a PGA. Like, how offended are you right now that you're waiting 2 months to get the update that you're paying $500 for now? Now, under the price of $500, if we were paying for a year, I mean, for the last 15 years, okay, guys, guess what? $5's not unreasonable, though. We've already set the market for it. I started realizing that it's... I mean, look, we're waiting on bars, right? Oh, yeah, Mike, you will. But, like, I'm not worried about most, Mike. Mike, I'm not really worried about most people whatsoever. And, in fact, now all of my leagues are all people that I can know and verify. Like, I know them personally, so I'm not concerned. One of my friends doesn't have the money, I don't care. You know, like, it just doesn't matter to me. I'd rather have my friends in the league and not pay than not have them in the league and have everything be fucking perfect. This is so dumb. Oh my god, the obstinance of fucking like, whose idea is this? This is so ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? Well, that's in the water. That took a really bad kick. Maybe it's not, though. It might ride it slow. Wow, that's pretty lucky. Oh, yeah, that's really lucky. I haven't even started looking. I was going to put out some feelers coming up here in the next couple of days. Mike, I just had a lot going on. Oh, my God. Fucking. It doesn't matter. This goddamn being the event this week is putting me in a terrible mood. This is just fucking stupid, dude. Like, seriously, who's got their heads so far up their asses that thought this is a good idea? This is as good of an idea as Target Rush was. I'm embarrassed for half the decisions that these people make. So we can talk about, let's play Easter 4 more times again. Let's do that. How's that sound, guys? You guys want to just keep playing Easter all night? Nonsense, dude. Let's just look at invite. Fucking insulting. That is just it. That's insulting, dude. That's as insulting as getting asked to fucking pay $20 for a shirt at Worlds after they tell you that the jerseys fell through. Like, come the fuck on, people. What the fuck? Unfucking real. But hey, big news today, guys. They extended the fucking date. So now your Target Rush games will stay open for 14 days if it's not full. That's the big news. That's a fix, guys. Well done, everybody. I'm embarrassed. That's embarrassing. All right, so anybody else got any opinions here? I'm talking to myself, I feel like. Justin, you're a proud PGA owner. You updated and converted. How do you feel right now? Like, how do you feel in general about your purchase? Other than the machine itself, because I think we agree we both like the machine better. Oh, Mike, it is the worst game mode they've ever made. Second quickly is Money Shot. That game mode's terrible. But hey, here's the fix, guys. Tell bangers, you get 30 games through all fucking game modes. That's it. Split them up however you want, but you get 30 tries at any games. That does a whole bunch of things. Jared, it's not even that. It's more of the offensive part of, no, 530 a day, 1 day. Oh, I got you. The old seasons. Yeah, that should be done. But 30 games a day, any game modes. So let's just say you're JoJo and you want to play the daily 20 times and try to guarantee yourself a win. Well, cool. You only get 10 other games to play the rest of the day. So now these players that bang out a certain mode, okay, they're fine. Not going to be affected really, right? But the people that are out there bleeding the system dry as much as humanly possible can only do it with so much space, so much time, right? You only have a certain amount of games you can play. It fixes all these problems, makes payouts go up. You don't have contests that we need to let stay open for 2 weeks because they played too far ahead. It just eliminates the parasitic nature of most players. I'm sorry, most elite players, not all of you guys. Most of the people that come on the stream, we're not doing that. And I gotta say, even when I was a banger, never did that. Never played one course repeatedly. I just played cycles. Whether it be 6 cycles, 10 cycles, 5 cycles, or I'd play 100 closest to the pins if I was going out of town, something like that. Not affecting the system as a whole. And these people know they're affecting the system, and they do it anyway. It's kind of sad. Like, we always laughed amongst bangers, like, I can't believe we're still able to make money from the game. Like, we did. Like, 20 years ago, when a few of us started getting some checks, we talked later on and said, well, thanks, Brendan. Yeah, well, it really doesn't matter how stuffy the environment is, because things don't change. And it sucks because I can see so many ways that I could make the game so much better for everyone and not just individuals at the top. And I hate to say it, guys, you really should not play Target Rush unless you're the best of the best right now. You should not. You cannot keep up. You can't keep up with me for the most part. And I'm not even going to try to keep up with the likes of the JoJos, the Putzes, the guys that are playing that many times a day. It's just not, it doesn't fit. As much as I hate to say it, I'm almost to the point where they should bring back a Shark Tank type thing. Cryptos, no, I'm not saying you should cap it daily. Not cap all game modes. I don't care. Let them do it, because the only people that are playing that many games are the ones who are bleeding the system dry. Right? The ones who are taking. So there's always been a method. Look, so let's go back in history. So I want to say it was maybe 2012, 10, something like that. And you'll hear bangers or people talk about and that talked about you'll hear them talk about Shark Tank and Mark Whipple and yada yada yada. Okay, so Shark Tank, what they did was, and mind you, the theory behind this isn't stupid at all, right? It actually makes sense if it's done correctly, but you also have to have a realization on where the state of your game is too. But what they did was they took maybe the top 100 players, and they were always in the same bracket. Everyone else was in a different bracket. It basically was maybe 10 people that were playing for cost were able to make enough money to cash out still. So like your Haas's and Stenmarks were not getting affected, but everyone else was. So like my return went down from like a $7 to like a $4.55, where that still was making me money. It just becomes not worth it. So I drowse the desire of me out to play. So I stopped playing basically. Now, the theory is, look, guys, if we let less people cash out and it all stays in our system, well, then it's better for us because we're just not paying out. We're collecting all the money. It stays inside and it just keeps getting stuffed back into it. Awesome in theory, right? But when the theory cuts off the gameplay, when 1% of the people are driving, let's say 15% of the gameplay, and that 1% now drops to 1% of the gameplay, you didn't really do the math behind it to see what you could do to actually make this work and justifiable. So, and that got eliminated pretty quickly because they saw like a dramatic drop because, I mean, really, Haas was the only one to play. No. No. Divisioning the game itself is stupid in general, right? We need a way for it to be divisioned out naturally. And I'm sorry, putting fake fucking algorithms in there to try to divert players to different brackets does no good for anybody with Golden Tee. It's $1 for the prize pool or no dollar for the prize pool. All of the other shit is bad. It's just bad. Now, I understand that you don't compete. Okay, understood. The people that are below 20th place, one, most likely don't know that they're even putting the dollar in, or else they wouldn't have been putting the dollar in to begin with because they know what it was for. Two, once you water down the field enough, you do not have to be in your own bracket to get your dollar back every game, right? Then you have goals and you jump up and down. No, everyone has a 30-game limit. It's just that there's only 1% of the population of the players that are actually hitting it. If that is my guess. But if you say, if you look at all game modes, most people that are playing Golden Tee for a living need to play 50 total games. Whether it's 10 target rush, 10 closes to the pins, 10 dailies, 10 money shots. Enjoy those, right? So enjoy doing that, but you just only have 30 games for everyone to play. You just can't play, I can't play 30 prize play games, then play 30 games. Play 30 games on top of that, of another mode. It really just makes too much damn sense, so it won't ever happen. Oh, Brandon, one division works right now without a cap. Because if you think, I mean, okay, there's 3 divisions and I think 2 extra hidden ones. But Ryan, you're not getting over 30 games in any day that you're playing. All right. And if it is, it's a once in a blue moon thing. And to be honest, to help the entire system in general, I don't care if we offend the top 0.01% who are playing more games than that. Fuck them. Really, fuck them. Their goal has been to take as much money out of the game for years already. And they've been doing a very good job at it. And I don't knock it because it is a skill to be had. But there's also a skill in life to, I mean, what's it? Shear a sheep. You could shear a sheep infinitely. You could fleece them once or something like that, or kill them once. Well, they're to the point of killing it. It happened with Silver Strike. The top players killed that game. Power Putt, top 2 players killed the game. They're doing it now with Golden Tee. They've been trying for years. There was just enough play otherwise to stop it. But it's why new game modes fail. Dutch, my man, how you doing, bud? No, we're doing good, buddy. All right, 1 second, guy. Oh, yeah, we're always hitting. Dude, I'll tell you this, my good and bad days are less and less tied to Golden Tee now. So where I can be offended and be mad while we're on stream or talk about something passionately, I'll walk upstairs. I'll go. I'll sit down. I'll play some PS5, maybe read some fucking textbooks. And I'm good, guys. I'm so good. Like, I feel so much more content with that regard. So it's a nice feeling to get, but I wish that I wish the game wasn't getting put in such a state where I don't do it. Dutch, I can't do it, man. Classes. And really, I no, not really. Hey, T-Rev, what's up, bud? No, I can't do it, man. I really want to. Today, Crypto, so it started this afternoon or this morning, actually. Actually, this one smells terrible. Because I ended up having to grab a different battery because I was using these cartridges on my normal vape battery. And what was happening is occasionally it would read the coil wrong. Jason, I am trying to do that. No, Andrew, that's stupid. Honestly, that doesn't you do to be competitive in Golden Tee, to play in the competitions in Golden Tee. Everyone does pay the same. We all pay $1. You pay more for entertainment expense in any location that you're at. Some places have an entertainment expense of less. That does not affect the sanctity of any contest, how much you pay. So, like, if a golfer gets on a course because his dad's a member and he plays for free, but I have to pay $500, does that give him a competitive advantage over me? No. And if you see what they did with the lock pricing, that failed miserably too. So again, that one's going to be proven wrong through real world evidence. I will never agree with the statement you just made, Andrew, because it's absolutely wrong. There's nothing about that that's fact. So wait a minute. So were you mad at playing in contests back in the day of people that bought the machine and got to play the monthly contest at home and only had to pay a small fee when you had to pay the vendor money to play it? So buying home machines, you're totally against them too, right? No, but the logic, your logic is flawed here, right? It's absolutely flawed. YouTube. All right, there we go. Well, how? Because they don't have to pay to play in. My events are only $1.50. You know, like, or what about having prices be locked and then everyone else getting gift cards and you playing the full price? That doesn't change anything to the tournament structure. You have a more conducive place to get better, absolutely, but it's like somebody's going to be a better basketball player if they have a basketball hoop in their driveway. But does that mean that that's an unfair competitive advantage? I could say it's a competitive advantage, sure. Unfair? Absolutely not. Wow, a 3-wood backspin that much? That's not good. I'm in trouble here. Ooh, okay, good. Birdie neck. There's a Bueller. Only 2, yeah. Get a carrot. Don't fuck with that. But that's my major point here, though. Okay, so this is the thing, right? Oh, a lot of the things that IT decides to do, they're good ideas, right? They have a good start, and then they have no idea how to implement it. You're not paying less as an entry, dude. You're absolutely not. Every time somebody enters the contest, you are paying $1. That's all you're paying to get into the contest. That's it. There's no arguments here. You're wrong. You pay $1 to play in the entry. Everyone does. Whether you're the vendor, you own the machines, whether you're a player at the machine, everyone's paying $1 into it. That's it. That's the only thing we're paying to play in a Live for Prizes contest. That's it. There's no argument here. There's nothing else you can say to refute that because that is fact. It counts. South's champion. Everybody's hands go up and they stay down. And really, whatever we think is right or wrong, that's the law. That's where the legality comes into play, and they're covered completely because it's right. Oh, Daryl, don't get me started on this. Like, my suggestion has been for a long time, stop supporting multiple platforms. Well, Andrew, no offense, your opinion really doesn't mean anything. Now see, this is where we're going to change the nomenclature to this a bit. It is a competitive advantage. Is it an unfair competitive advantage? No, because with that, every person has the opportunity to get the price lowered. Where it became an unfair competitive advantage was when they locked the pricing, but then advertised to go ask your vendor for gift cards and yada, yada, yada. That becomes unfair because it could be impossible for me to get in touch with a vendor. Right? But another area could have a spot where the vendors are all about it. That was the only time it became unfair. Ooh. Okay, Mandy Moore is my Mary. I love Mandy Moore. I gotta go with Phoebe Cates as my fuck, and I will kill Tina Fey. Never been a fan. Not horrible, but not. God damn it, that was a horrible bad shot. All right, we're gonna get this on. You are not entering into an event at a different price, and you can even look. No, it's not my point. It's the law. That's legality is how they've gotten past it, and it's fine with it. Well, no, I'm not obtuse enough or obstinate enough to say that it's not an advantage to pay less. It is. You can play more games, but it's not an advantage in the individual contests, right? It's an advantage for the player in general. The individual contest is fully legit, because if I went and played on 2 different machines. Yeah, Daryl, this one, not playing everything at home, that doesn't piss me off, because the reason why was the legal team, right? They were always in the worrisome area, like with cheating and the legalities of being in certain places and being able to manipulate it. Okay, come on. How does that thing not whatever? Fucking putting. Okay, but that is the antithesis to your original point. So if you look at a single game part, you look at the single game, right? A single game, right? You put me on 2 machines, a $3 and a $5 machine. Right now, would you even be able to know, based off performance, which game I paid more on? No, it's impossible. Paid $5 on a 35, and I paid $5 on I paid $0 on a 35. It doesn't change to anyone else. So that is where the argument about what you're saying with the live play, that's where your argument is proven and broken down. Yeah, exactly, Mike. You're paying $1 to enter into prize play contest. That's it. There's no advantage in the individual thing. I'm not ignoring the economics. I'm absolutely not ignoring the economics. In fact, if you stopped and listened, I stopped and said, I can agree there's an advantage to it, a competitive advantage. Is it an unfair one? No, because everyone has access to that same competitive advantage. Like, in theory, you could easily. Yeah, Dean, I see it every year. A lack of testing. I see it every year. Lack of testing. Well, it's not. It's about market. No, see that we're talking about greed in regards to $1 or 2, and what we're really that not understanding the economics of the market is more of the problem. But once again, this is why for IT to still at this day and age to be focusing on the vendors as their priority. It really is. It should feel like a kick in the balls to most of you, right? Vendors ain't shit. They fuck up the game more than anyone else. There's a few awesome ones out there. We all know who they are. We know we're not speaking of them right now. But in general, vendors fuck the game up more than anybody. Whether it be allowing people to cheat on their machines, whether it was be putting it into other people's houses, whether it be not maintaining them one bit, whether putting in fake-ass parts to make the machines run poorly. They are the responsible party for fucking up GoldenTeeV. The players and a few small vendors are the ones responsible for keeping it going. And for them to get shit on, and it's not every year. I understand if you're trying to get away from the vendor model, but they fully embraced it more so, and it's a totally misreading of the tea leaves in my mind. I mean, if they didn't want to get out of that market when the smoking bans started happening, okay, bad decision. After COVID, if they don't want to get out of that right now, then they're just obstinate. They're not reading anything correctly. Like, you should not want the bar business to be your focal point as an organization. You should be trying all you can to get rid of it. And they have an opportunity right now. They could have. Yeah, Bill, it is. And yeah, lifetime, okay, more games, more whatever. Yeah. Travis, it used to be a very okay. So the model was all based off of the vendors to begin with. I didn't. They wanted it in the bars. They didn't want to deal with it themselves. So the vendors were the natural best route. So then they take all the onus off themselves because they really don't have to do anything for the product. I mean, they just got to get it to the vendors and tell them, "Here you go. We got support, but you're on your fucking own." So now our biggest growth market is the home edition. I'm seeing names and things of people that are jumping up on the home editions that it's awesome. And that's where we have a fucking growing marketplace. Look, we're not going to suddenly make bars all have fucking GoldenTeeTV machine again. The product isn't that original anymore. There was no life-changing update with this new machine to make it a necessity at the bars again, like it was one time. But you know who does think it's a necessity? Fucking us old people to have it at home who don't want to go to the bars anymore. You know, like we don't want to do that. That's not our lifestyle. So then guess what happens? You have them in the homes. People like me or people with kids get their kids to start playing. Now we have another generation hooked on it. Then you also have recurring revenue coming in too. Like, in a way, I feel like IT acts like bangers in general, right? They want to get the short-term money. It's so important. Let's sell the fucking PGA for the highest price we can get away with right away. Let's sell them for $7,000. Okay, great. Hey guys, what if we sold them for $3,500 out the gate and we sell twice as many machines? We now have a recurring revenue every year from the updates that we're going to sell at $500. It's just there. It's so short-sighted and not conducive to growth. And like now too, I mean, maybe it's me getting older and curmudgeon-y, but I feel like that GoldenTeeTV Christmas is now ruined. Like I have no drive to go out and play the courses other than once to see them. And this is the first year that I've ever not wanted to go out and play. Like I just don't want to go to a bar. And with so few machines updated, I don't want to go to a bar, especially and play a 4-player game. Sorry, guys, I don't. It's just, there's so my point, my contention is this. If I would do it, I would do 3 things. 1, I would stop giving an absolute shit about the vendors unless they're making purchases from me. They know what's going on. If I have to call them 5 times to get them to do a free update on a machine that they bought, yeah, it is. And companies all want that now too. Like you don't want the big upfront money. You want the recurring revenue. It's better. You show profitability easier, and it's easier to manipulate numbers when you guarantee a recurring revenue. I mean, if you look at why every major company went to the subscription-based model. You know how hard it is to buy Microsoft projects? Yeah, but the product is fine. But yeah, I'm not either. I am not happy at all. Yeah, it's just garbage. And then I just start today and play one event. MS, that is the plan. An online account is let's make everything less confusing. Hey guys, update, online account, everything's all one price. It doesn't even have to be, I mean, yeah, $40 a month. And we'll give you a bulk discount, buy it for 3 years. Not fucking 1 year. 1 year does nothing to move the needle, right? What does though is if, hey, we got a price plan if you want to pay us for 3 years. Jason, it's every company's right now. It's literally every company. We are a service-based economy fully now. It just doesn't make sense. We're behind on every curve that you could think of imaginable. And the tech curve, if I have to see another person go, oh, sorry, we made a mistake testing out a new thing that should make things better in the future. Like, that's why we had the wrong course on today on Money Shot. Now, most of you don't notice that, but the people out there trying to make money. Well, MS, that's another thing with PGA that I was led to believe was happening. Like, hey, we can do contests during the middle of the year, a course that isn't even released, but let's say TPC Balls Deep is fucking where the US Open is. Well, we have the rights to TPC Balls Deep, and our program can make the course in a matter of minutes. And now we can send it going. I see, Mike. I don't care about that. I don't mind season pass type stuff. I love the digital content, recurring revenue type things with a commodity that's not big. And Jason, it is a joke in spite of. I'm sorry, those are the things that I've done my professional life and done them very well. QA, customer service, running support teams. I'm a people person too, and we had an opportunity and kind of something in the background, like ready and a plan in order, and it just doesn't seem like it even exists anymore. So I'll walk the fuck away. I don't care. I don't need to keep putting my time and money and expense at something that doesn't appreciate me. Right? I can go do things that I can better myself quite a bit. Oh, you're good, Andrew. You're not going to win this argument, though. And I'm very open to new arguments, but that's an old and tired one that is, it's not the legal standpoint of it and the reality standpoint of it both disagree with you. So you're awesome, Andrew. I take the ball busting. I mean, Jason, I've done a whole bunch of this stuff for free. Better. Cool. Oh, John. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to tolerate bullshit anymore. Text like that one. John, we're doing great, my man. How about yourself, bud? All right. Okay, MS, I think that whole system was released and flawed from the get-go. They're trying to incorporate things that really don't matter. Like, I just don't get it. So it's hard to say. Honestly, I like that they have another way to a digital non-depletable resource. Good night, Bill. A digital non-depletable resource that generates revenue for a company that makes a product that I like. I'm all good for it. I'll spend the money some a little bit. In fact, I'll spend it every time, right? But I'll deal with that, right? As long as there's not a competitive advantage to microtransactions, fucking microtransaction shit out of it. Whether you're going to buy it or not doesn't matter. Some other motherfucker out there is going to buy it. That's good for all of us, right? If the resources get put back into the game, I just don't see it, man. I don't understand how the same problems are there day after day, week after week. It's like, okay, cool. You got all these new ways to generate revenue, but yet still we're told we don't have the manpower to fix these problems that we have. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, we have time to make up modes like fucking Target Rush instead of fixing stuff that could have been fixed. Nonsense. It's just I'm losing confidence with every fucking new day. So what, Emma? So what? Let them do it. It's not a competitive advantage. If I want that ball trail, like I pay for it. Who gives a shit? Like it doesn't matter to me, right? That's fine. If I want to change ball trails, great. I'll pay the 50 cents to do it. I fail to believe that. I feel like the people complaining about clothing and ball trails or things like that are really, it doesn't matter. Let them complain because I got a feeling that is not the going sentiment on it, right? People don't really care that much about the clothes. And if you do, you're probably not good enough to be playing the game at a level that really matters to, or you're not playing the game enough that it really makes a dent to anyone, right? I have never paid again for a ball trail that I've already purchased. I don't know how that's happening to you, but I set up my ball trail for my 3 balls here and have never changed it again. So I spent my $1.50 to have the balls that I have. What you're talking about sounds like it doesn't really happen. But at least you guys know that even when I have a little bit of a line or a point of contact or a way to get you. But that's it. One time. I honestly, the extra bullshit, I don't really care about. I mean, if we wanna talk about season passes and shit, I'd rather them not be there and have a better product in here. All right, that's just me personally. I don't care about that bullshit, right? Mark, I can understand it. MS, okay, I'm going to say it one more time. I don't care about those minimal transactional costs. I care about, are we playing a game that's a casual game or are we playing a game that's a competitive game? If it's a competitive game, there's a ton of shit that needs to get fixed. Otherwise, it's not a legit competition. That's where I'm at. I'm tired of watching let's say the homeowners, right? Waiting for 2 months for courses while we reward vendors who can't even update their frickin' machine. But club passes and fucking skins, that's the least of anyone's worries, dude. Like, the argument's like, why can't I keep my clothes from prior? Who gives a rat's fuck off of it, guys? Like, really? That is where your concerns are. I just don't get it. Like, I want to play the game, and I want to play a game that challenges me competitively, physically, mentally, not mentally because I'm trying to avoid the brokenness. And I mean, maybe I'm in the minority here. I don't think I am, but I could be though. I'm definitely in the minority quite a bit in my life. It's fine. What the fuck? Okay, fuck this. I mean, that's the thing. If that's your entertainment, I'm then okay, cool. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's got to be the minority of players. Yeah, see, Jeremy, that kind of shit is crazier. I'm definitely trying, Dean. I got a couple of things going on. So we're supposed to go to Hawaii coming up here in October, but I think we're gonna go instead and go help out and do whatever we can down there. God damn it. Well, Caesar, that's gonna. I mean, they're making the wrong sense economically because that's not proven to be true in general. But the whole fact of the matter is that thing is timing out here soon. So why are we? I mean, like, okay. But that sentiment is there, but that's the problem. The vendors won't fucking do the thing that they're supposed to do anymore. They want to just go and collect their quarters out of the slot, and that's it. They don't want to market or deal with a game. It's why you think we see so many of the fucking claw type games now in the boxing machine games, right? They make a motherfucking killing, and they don't have to do anything for it. I mean, really, and then another one too is slot machines get more and more legal around the country. Golden Tee machines are being replaced a lot by slot machines. Why? Because they make more money, take up less surface area of a bar, and there's no work to be done. You don't have to call and get a trackball changed every week. You don't have to do anything with it. It's that we're not recognizing the changing times. Oh, I've always loved having it, but we're not keeping up. We're not reading the signs and seeing. Okay, guys, bars are a fucking dead industry for this game, right? They are. Home edition. Get them there. Sell them cheaper. Let's get more recurring revenue. Done. Let's get a younger generation to touch the game because now it's not in a motherfucking bar stifling all of the growth that we could possibly have from the streaming and the viewership we've garnered from that. Like, I have a pathway set for the future here that the results of it are at bare minimum would be prolonging the game. But again, to my IT feels like they're doing a good job, and that's the worrisome part about this is that we're not seeing the full effect of bad decisions. And I'm sorry if I can't call out my friends for making bad decisions. Oh, absolutely. Correct. So if you made a PS5, I mean, parts-wise internally, yeah, now, I mean, parts-wise, I'm guessing that both of these cost about the same to make a PS5 in this. I know the parts are smaller in this, but there's more to them of this. Plus, they don't have the resources to make companies sell them their shit for dirt cheap. Sony has a much bigger buying pool, so they could drive price a lot easier than IT can. Friends now? Okay, I'm going to put my fake face on and pretend now. No, yeah. Why can I, what? Those used to, like, those are my worst chips now. I hate to say it, shushing has fucking ruined a lot of my regular chips. Like, I suck at them now. Oh, I fluffer none of that. You got to love a pullback at 80. That means that I hit that ball out. Okay, that's out to the right, so that's more like about a 70 dead center. Minus 19, that means I hit that ball at about 40 miles per hour. Yeah, I got to say, that's kind of impressive. That's hard to hit the ball that soft. And hopefully from the last stream, you guys understand about the math that I just did with that. And that kind of math, it might not affect you or help you in the short term, but in the long term, understanding that stuff will definitely help and understand, like, even watching the stream and seeing a shot that I hit and then trying to go back and do it yourself and wondering, why am I so short? Or why am I so much longer than him on that same thing? Well, now that we understand the trackball meter, that'll help. The return of the, oh, wait, oh, no. He didn't say what I think he did he? Well, mainly MS because there's more features available on that. That's it. More features, more things in the updates for the vendors. And because they could charge more. Plus, the machines should have been generating the money. So it's really like the vendors aren't even seeing it most of the time. A lot of them have a program that it just comes off the top of the earnings that IT would be paying them. So, one, how the fuck did that not get old? One, they're blind to it. Two, more features. Three, because they can. Right. Yeah. No, Ben. Okay. So and that is where, guys, we are. And I give credit where credit's due, right? Ah, nice. Well, I don't think your vendor's screwing you. The problem here is that, I mean, John, I guarantee you if I talked to your vendor, we'd be playing the min that we could on it. I guarantee it when we play at that bar, we would. My problem is I have to use my profile and not my gameplay. Because if I tell them, like, I can promise to be like, look, I want to play about 500 games a month, but I will not play on your machine at $5 a game. I need $3 games total, 2 plus 1. Can you do it? Okay, good. If not, fine. I don't need to play there. And we have to realize that as a consumer, I have options. The problem is we don't have options. That is like there's 3 machines that are within a range of me to get to in Iowa. Because I will not be going out and playing Legacy. I did play some Legacy at Lambo's house, and it felt weird, but it wasn't a big deal. I just don't want to do it. But I'll tell you this. This is why my vendor in Iowa here, my vendor that took over Camden, who is Larry Elder, which was Club Lucky, he bought Camden from him. Instead of buying new machines, what he did to flip us all off was to up the prices on all of his games to 5+1 when PGA released. I don't think I've played a game in a bar of his since then. It was Marc. I didn't realize it, but I believe we had Marc Ziers up here. Now my machines never were affected because I did all the maintenance and I had keys. So if something ever changed, I just thought it was a mistake and I dropped it back down. So won't the real Slim Shady? It's all of it's just sad because I see so much potential here. I know our community is so freaking awesome, and we don't have anybody else trying to help us get to the point where and use that, right? Hey, Scotty. Yeah, Adam, they're fine. As I said, when I mean, there's nothing terribly unique, nothing terribly bad. They're just great courses. Ah, I would have come. Actually, I'll come down there more. I'll have some more appointments and stuff coming up, and I think I'm coming down to next semester. I'll be at University of Iowa. I think I gotta have to take this second semester and summer to finish 2 degrees, and then it's off. It's law school time. So, guys, the donations, right? Yeah. Okay. So Shank on legacies, you had limits, right? It was, and let's just okay. So you're paying 5, but it's $4. 4+1 is what we call it. So, and that's the standard setting. Up until last month, maybe a month before that, that was what PGA was locked at. But Legacy can go down to 2+1, and then each game mode you can do some adjustments. There's some you can't do any on. But the other thing though is they have operator reports that you could do vendor gift cards. So gift cards that only work on a specific vendor, so there's zero cash value. They're just giving you free games based off of what you had before. And that's actually where the bigger distinguishing part comes in, right? Mike, you can get to them on both. It's on the IO board. It's SW202, I believe. I think it's 200, 201, 202, and switch 4 has to go to on. Ones in white neighborhoods. Rich, any bitch. No, I was the same without it. Yeah, so it's through the top panel. Now, I do not, Scotty. I'm kind of supposed to, is what the going thing was. I flat out said, well, the initial plan here was to have a commercial so we could stream like all the content, not just home edition content. And that we were all for it, and that they were worried that people would whine. But it makes more sense because I just to have it gives me content. I do the daily every day and have a video up for it. But as of right now on Home Edition, there's nothing, there's no content here, right? We don't have content. It's event. Yeah, Mike, you can change the pricing. No. I want to be saved. Don't save her. Don't save her. You want to be saved? Yeah, absolutely you can. I want to see how IO board is. It's on this one too. Yeah, on PGAs as well. If you can open the deck on any machine, you can go to an operator menu. It's nothing that special in there. Shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the same on you. Fool me 3 times. Fuck the peace sign. But I gotta say though, this is the least, the worst release ever. It's absolutely is, and it just there's no excitement behind it. There's literally nothing about it. Hey Tony, I mean like literally, I don't. There's no excitement behind it at all. Like how did this happen? I mean, they're perfectly fine. Yeah. I'll show you, Mike. I think I have a picture on here. Let me see if I still have the image. I do. I just sent it to another player because they're helping him fix the machine that he bought. Save no role models in them here right now. Come on, we're up there. It is. I think I have it. I think I zoomed the picture in too far. Yeah, just Google Golden Tee dip switches and it'll show you which ones you're looking for. But it's the bottom one. If we're looking down and the IO board is mounted on the left-hand side, it's the farthest left group of 4 switches. Tony, it's playing Easter is the event. I don't really want to play Easter. It's not fun. Why do I want to play last year's course that I already played the setups that I already played these tee boxes on? At least with Nordalen, it was something different. Easter's tee boxes are the ones that we started with last year. Make it anywhere. All of my Dominicanos Broadway brought me back to that McDonald's. Pastry. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. I mean, it's pretty. I like don't really want it. I played. We were gonna play it, but I'm sure I'll play some because I do like the competition and I don't have any other options here. And I mean, I gotta be, oh Christ, how do you leave that short? I just also, for a company, hey Maddie, I just can't understand. So we got, and please, this is not, and we're not saying anything whatsoever, but we're saying something whatsoever. So we got one of the machines that had the game that Haas and Luna were on, right? That we watched that amazing finish in Nashville. That green deck machine can only do 720p on it, right? So it's missing obstacles and missing parts and missing branches and things. And that is what we're fucking sponsoring and streaming and advertising to the world. Something that isn't even up to the standards of the fucking generation that's been around for 15 years. How is that a thing? I mean, I thought it was disgraceful that they didn't have goddamn PGA machines already. We literally just watched a national event that were on the year's previous courses that was sponsored and streamed by the makers of the product. Like, does anyone else does their head not spin? And when you think about this, like, how is this a thing? Like, how are you guys doing this? Like, what is going on? A ton. Dave, humidity's probably the worst problem that most people will ever have. Because, I mean, you're relying on a ceramic porcelain ball to carry friction on it, right? Oh, I'll look in a second, Mike. Hail Mary to the city, you're a virgin. Yeah, it hasn't come through. It'll come through shortly here. All right, we'll play an event. Ball players, rap stars, addicted to the limelight. Got you feeling like a champion. The city never sleeps. Better slip you an Ambien. Jungle. There it is. That is it. So you're... Whoops. Erase. I was trying to zoom in. Everybody say yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it right there. Mike, it's that one right there, right? No, it's my second. It's my second, Tony. Yeah, humidity might be the worst thing, right? Humidity and oily, greasy ass fucking hands on it, right? Second. Oh, that's gonna be an eagle. We're making that choice. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So, I mean, I was saying, I'm sorry, you've got a ceramic object that's a sphere. So very minimal points of contact on metal rollers, right? That are metal plated, that are naturally a little slick. So if you get that wet at all, it won't spin the rollers as well. So that's why when everyone says that you need to play the ball in, it's because you're letting the rollers gain a groove to it. So it's not a minimal point of contact. I use my hands, like you understand what I'm saying. But you have a larger point of contact. It's not much bigger, but much larger. Hopefully that makes sense for you, Dave. I'm gonna fuck. Okay, I'm getting pissed off. Like, I never used to have problems on my home machine at all with this, and now I can't get it to go at all. No, fuck you. I'm not taking a par on hole 1. What the fuck is going on here? Yep, you got to flip it. You flip the bottom switch, right? It's the one that's to the right, the farthest right. Flip it the other direction. It'll go into the menu, turn it off. That's it. Yeah, no, David, it is common sense. I mean, this right here, Dave, this is a bottle of 99% isopropyl alcohol, right? Because of that reason. I have a dehumidifier and a humidifier sitting right next to me so that if it gets, I can turn them off or turn them on. That's it. It's a huge thing. All right, we're going to get this one. I hit a perfect A1, which was awesome. That felt good. And then I can't get a chush to read. Shines ain't always gonna be gold. I'll be good. All right, we're not screwing around here. 2 betters, no less. But we're not shushing this one in. Ah, god damn it! I forgot to send Roy his fucking rollers. You know, I don't feel bad when I'm not asking somebody to pay for it. Oh, Mike, humidity. When I went down to visit Eversole and McCook at Aromas in Jacksonville, I tell this story once or twice. I'm name dropping on you here too. But like, dude, it would be like every other game, someone would walk out the door to go smoke, and you would see a layer of wet on the deck, and the next shot was just trash. I never could understand how somebody could get good playing in that kind of conditioning. But then up north, we get really, during the winters, we get really dry. So everything's grindy. Our hands crack. It hurts to play. So obviously, life, man. We all got these. I mean, it's so tough, guys. This is all. I think we'd like to call that first world problems, right? Oh my god, I got a crack in my hand. I can't play Golden Tee anymore. Ain't always gonna be gold. I'll be good. I don't know why I can't get this hole to be online. I mean, but this is really fun, guys. I'm playing an event. I'm paying them to play an event that I'm playing something that I've been playing for over a year now. I don't. How is this a thing? This is so nonsense. Yeah, you could give me a reasonable justification that we got to make sure the vendors don't get pissed off from the home edition people. Yada yada yada. We're not ready to make it full move. Okay, cool. Typically it's this, Gino. No, I don't know. What do you mean? What's my position? What do you do? Come on, that was hilarious. I'm waiting. I'm just hoping that it's just a delay in the stream. But I gotta say, I'm very proud of my funniness on that comment. I didn't see anything though. I was in class all day, so. Thank you, Caesar. Someone. I get that kind of enjoyment. There we go. I am sorry. There we go. I mean, if I would have turned around and went like this, would that have been better? I don't know. I don't know which one's better. I wasn't quick enough. My cleverness wasn't that quick. I'm very, very sneaky. I'll pay that. Now, did he do something bad? I don't know. All stories and everything I'm hearing this year is they're going to plan to have a stronger passing game, but they don't have a stronger passing game. I don't know where that comes from. So, oh my God. And then why does this? Whatever, dude. That's fucking. I really didn't mean to. I didn't want to stream. I didn't want to. I didn't want to stream tonight and play fucking Easter over and over again. I'm sorry. That's not my goal. That isn't very fun. Yeah, but here's where I'm going to go with this. I think that Harbaugh was one of the smartest and most creative coaches in the NFL to actually use Lamar Jackson as a quarterback because he's a game-changing talent. I also think that John Harbaugh is fucking up and not designing a good offense around him anymore that they had right away with him. I mean, the deep downfield threat with fucking Hollywood Brown, even though he didn't catch shit. Mike, that's worth everything we got. He probably gets cut. To be quite frank, he gets cut either this year or next. Not a big deal. Claypool actually talented, but it's not like we were going to not do something stupid with the pick. Roy, I just said this, man. And you missed it. You wouldn't have sent me that super chat if you would have heard and said, shit, I totally forgot to send out the goddamn rollers. We were talking about trackballs just a little bit ago, and I realized I forgot to send them out. So you're welcome to take the super chat back. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Yeah, I'll get them out here. I should be able to get them tomorrow before class. So that's okay. That wasn't going to get high enough. That's too bad. Apologize a trillion times. Don't say that. Just. Okay, Google. Set a reminder for 9 a.m. to remember Roy's rollers. Actually, we're going to make it 9:30. Can you change it? Make it 9:30 a.m. 9:30. Thank you. Yeah, Mooney would deserve it. You're not going to pay Claypool. I don't know. I haven't looked. I wasn't planning on it because it's basically everything I've shipped recently is 2 days. If I overnight it, absolutely get it. There we go. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe what we just witnessed? Okay, so the 9 will probably clear this right now, but can I get the 9 short enough to have a reasonable putt? Oh. Light it up and take a puff. Pass it to me now. And Lewis rolling on Doug. We're going to be able to hit this far enough. Well, you guys got some years of rebuilding to do. We were trying to get a weapon, and I respect that. But honestly, I still think the trade we got for the 1 pick was one of the better ones I've seen in a long time. Back I shall forget the fame, and the glad give me D's with a rubber hammer. My grandma beat Zionic, gin and tonic, and chronic stress bionic. Head is like onic. Gino, one cut runner, much better fit for the Bears and a better player than David Montgomery. 1,200-yard rusher this year. Probably 7 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. That's my prediction for him. Oh. Very limited passing game work, though, and I think he can catch, though. I see again, and it's going down. And in case you don't realize this, I thought David Montgomery is a terrible NFL running back. I think he could be good, but I really don't want to see him. I want to see Herbert. I want to see us being very good at giving Herbert the ball 10 to 20 times a game at bare minimum. But I was never the David Montgomery fan. But Adam, all you have to do to find out bulldozer. All you got to do to find out if he's being any good, just what round did we draft him in? If it was the first or the second, he's not going to be good. It's the Bears mantra, dude. Down Baby Elf Street in a Range Rover. But to be quite fair, I haven't seen him a lot yet. Silly, my kid. Read me my key to my be my mom. Nice layer. Okay, I've never even thought about going that way. You guys think a low driver's underneath this with a cut? Okay, that works. I never thought to try that before. I liked it. No. Gino, I'm not that limber to get in the position that I'd be in for DJ Moore. I think we might be on something here. I think we might be on something. Honestly, I love it. It's a lot worse than the position I was in for Lamar. I'm going to let DJ do all of the work on that position. Yeah, it's exciting to go back and have another fucking bulldozer again. It's fun to actually have a position player that, like, at receiving position that we really love. Like, yeah, good. And the other thing is he's great at being elusive in the short term, so he's going to be able to get open on broken plays. And I think that's how we need that, right? God. I think we got a good deal. High value. There's not many great tight ends out there, and I think he's more than serviceable. Oh, somebody would have told me then that someday would be the good old day. Gonna change madness of the good old. Think about the bands. Merch in that 12-passenger van. Okay, see, I don't know if the low 10.5 works here. Nobody would have told me there. Ah, yeah, but I mean, if there's always a difference between what I think of an actual player and what I value them in fantasy. And the actual player Komet I value less than what I value him in fantasy, though. Hey, Mr. Chad Dingdons, how you doing? I'm coming. Got up the courage to ask her. Back on that shelf. It's good old days. No! Oh, come on! Shit! This is the good old days. I hate this shot because the shaping I want to do to it to give it a chance to go in, I'm bringing these. No, you got. All right, and they give you the worst fucking T-Bugs possible. That's like the worst pin to get the 30. The elusive Woodland 30. I haven't done this in a while. God damn. Goddamn, goddamn. I said goddamn. Yeah, that's pro shit right there, guys. There we go. We got some pro shit. Night you won't regret. That's gonna change. Yeah, that felt good. That's breaking a record on my machine by 3 strokes. Yeah, it wasn't disappointing negative 30. It's weird too, because that's it. I'm sitting there like, it's like I look at the 51 under game that we recorded, and I'm pissed off at myself because I left fucking 2 strokes on the fucking table. Even though I was 4 better going into those, and like it was still only a 2 better, maybe a 3. That's all right because I like the way you lie. Oh, guys, I got the record here too. I got records everywhere. Really is. Oh, I parred 18 on that game too, by the way. Fuck you, game. In my windpipe fight when I'm in fight. It's so funny. Like, we always remember the worst parts of the best game. Still up in the air, but more optimistic than most coaches I've had in Chicago recently. How about that? Man, with the wind at his back, she's Lois Lane. Strength. Oh, watch me burn. Yeah, we've been pretty bad. And it's weird because I'm going to do the same thing I did with Nagy. Like, his first year, everybody was all on his dick, like, oh, they did so great. And I was really fucking cautious because he's the reason we did not make it through the playoffs and go further. He ruined Mitch Trubisky. But like his clock management, and he got scapegoated by the kicker. They hit the double joints. Dude, yeah, of course, you don't leave a kicker that's hit the post 5 times this year in the 40 to 50 yard range when you've got time downs and timeouts to fucking move up in a playoff game. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm just so I'm having a really hard time justifying people's nonsense lately. Like, it's just so mind-numbing. Like, how the fuck did you do that? Leave out the window. I guess that's why they call it window pane. And watch she burn. But so in that regard, I gotta see what happens when Eberflus has fucking. Look, we should win our division this year. It's going to be competitive, but I mean, Detroit's not a runaway win. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say should win the division. We could win the division this year. Detroit's not a runaway ever. You can never say that. Minnesota, their fans don't deserve shit, right? But it wasn't him, though. Like, you don't leave that kick. There's literally no reason to have left him that kick. You knew this. So we had a mismanaged coaching situation there. I mean, the kid was actually one of the best kickers in the league that year. Like, more than serviceable. But we scapegoated the shit out of him. And I fucking bulldozing more, guys. God, am I fired up tonight. No, very good, Dave. Trust me, but you can't. I don't know anybody, like, even if they were hands down best talented, most talented team in the league, I would guess that Vegas would have them down at like the 16th best odd, because we just can't trust it. You know, you just can never, you can't believe that to be true. Hi, Benny. You know, so, and I go back through my streams. I predicted Detroit to make it, to win the division last year. Shit, they would be a runaway right now for me in our division if they didn't lose a couple guys to suspension. They didn't sign David Montgomery. Like, I would have rather had Jamal Williams than David Montgomery. That one makes no sense. Some of the offseason, some of the moves are made are just kind of weird. They always are, though, right? Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite fucking YouTube things that I watch constantly is the We're Not Detroit. Just Google it, guys. It's hilarious. I was worried about hitting the bottom of the slide, guys. The We're Not Detroit videos are awesome. It's a Cleveland tourist video that's about that. And their whole shtick is, like, they talk about how bad it is, but at the ending, it's like, we're not Detroit. It's hilarious. Yeah. Ah. Well, once again, though, I am not on the train yet. He's Jalen Hurts right now. Follow it. His year two, Jalen Hurts. I mean, if he has the progression that Jalen Hurts had from 2 years ago to last year, we're fucking good. We're in good shape. If he stays the Justin Fields from last year, who can't read a defense and has to run everywhere, he's going to get killed. Right? He's dead. He'll get killed. He's going to eventually if he keeps doing what he was doing. But now Jalen Hurts went from being Justin Fields of last year to being the best player in the NFL. So, and I mean, that consensus is that's probably true that he's the best player in the NFL right now. I still have a hard time saying that about any quarterback. Most important, yeah, probably. But it's weird. You give him a fucking all-world receiver that can go and get the ball, and you start using your running backs a little better. What happens? Well, your completion percentage jumps fucking 15%. Touchdown rate goes through the roof, and you're probably the best quarterback on the field at any given time now. Just sleep. But I mean, that's really it. So what did we do? We are going to have a more straightforward running game, not fucking gimmicky. I don't know, man. I gotta say, Gino, I'm already dead inside from all of the work, the man work that I've had to do thus far. So I'm already dead inside. It's like a big pile of mushy goo in me right now. Okay, that's even worse. Forget I said anything. We're gonna drop this topic. Huh. Give me some of. Oh! When I'm in need, driving, indeed. Well, town that digs on me. Yeah. I need. Wait, by whom though? Was that? Do you think that, Mike? Do you think that I'm not in control of my faculties enough that I'm going to just say things, or am I saying them with intent for fun? Who knows? You guys don't know. Maybe I'm feigning outrage right now. Maybe I'm getting paid by IT to feign outrage for you guys to get in it right there, right? Oh, shut it, Matt. She have an ass like Serena, Trina, Jennifer Lopez. 4 kids? What? Then you better be paid, huh? Ain't too much to touch her. She got a baby by Buster. Used to fuck with Usher. I still love her. All right, what we got here? Let's get up here. Let's get up in this business. We're in the business of getting a business. Oh, can I be aggressive here? You guys think it'll go too deep? I mean, I've never been too deep before. Oh, no, dude, it's the 2-1 crew, baby. This ain't gang sign. For one of his kids. Let's move all the drive off in the Hyundai. If somebody sends me a Cubs jersey, sure. Geico for your money. Holla, we want prenup. We want prenup. Yeah. Oh, ball sack. Oh, it stayed dry. Nice. Nice. Might be the greatest birdie ever here. Yeah, get down. Get down, girl. Go ahead. Get down. Oh. You got me. All right. Is that something that the kids are buying? A Swanson. That sounds like something like the kids are doing these days. Is that what that is? What's a Swanson? Oh my God, Mark. I choked. This means me popping Flo's next. It's a fries. Crawling, crying. You stay right, girl. When you get on, you leave an ass for a white girl. Dude, I'm so good with the rap that they're going to get me for copyright violation. All right, what do we got? I think I got 1 or 2 more in me. I'm fucking tired, guys. I was up early. Hey, Aim. What's up, bud? Da-da-da. Oh, I got some fun ones in here. Eagles Peak Stoned. I don't know what I want to play. What do you guys see in here? Hot dog, bite 'em all. I like the ruby. I like the rock, baby. Let's get that ruby. I used to get high with Johnny Hopkins. No, you didn't. Yeah. Me, Johnny Hopkins, and Sloan Kettering. Eagles. All right, we'll get there. I got two in me. I got down for the father rap. Yeah, but it's that bitch. Shut your trap. All right, we're gonna go clean here. I'm gonna put I will put my over under as 27, and we'll be taking wagers on it. If I shoot 27, it's a push. Anything better, I win. Anything worse, you would win. With the TRG. They would. And by the way, if I miss a putt or something like that, then you can't. Any bet that comes in after that would have been not happening. Yeah, I'm feeling it too, man. Long Beach, Inglewood. Dang it. Ball sack. With my jeans on and my team strong. And go home with. Uh-oh, we got messages coming. There's Caesar. Hey, Caesar. I'd say suck dicks, but oops. Smoke weed every day. Yeah, yay. Real name, no gimmick. Marc. Oh, yeah, we're feeling good tonight, guys. Oh, yeah, I'm interested. Who's on it with you? Who's on it with you, Gino? Tell me. Well, it's not no pullbacks. It's called click chipping, Matt. And it's something we'll get into. I personally don't like using it. It's very advantageous in a lot of situations. It really messes with my pace of play. I know, buddy. Nobody wants to see Marshall more. Watch. All right, so you want $10? I got you. Oh, debating because I'm back. I'm on the rag and ovulating. You got a husband, Janie, but my husband's complicating. So let me be. So let me see. But it feels so empty without me. How many you get? How many you get? It's feeling hallelujah. Listen to Elvis. Listen to helpless, throwing around, I'm measuring and yells, bitch. Oh, okay. We got the unique box. It's such a catastrophe. Caesar damage my ass, you ask me. Center of attention, quick with the winner. The best things, nesting, unique kids is a nesting. Okay, we gotta have a little cutty coming in here. We're gonna get a good shot off of it. Ooh, overcut it. Gosh damn it. Woo! Nice drop from me. Oh, yes, I agree. It is an absolutely disgusting sandwich that is only good at really when you're having the worst times of your life. Grass kick worse. Moby, you can get stomped by Obi. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Thank you, buddy. Oh, is that? Got it. That's for fantasy, not a gift. just seems I don't want to discuss me. Worst thing. See, I am the worst. Elvis Presley. Oh, I'm a little bit. Yeah, I figured. I was all being demure and like thank you and appreciative, and then I realized, yeah, it's nope, it's not anything for me. It's for me to just keep doing work. No. No, I know. I'm fucking with you, dude. It was a joke. I was giving the two opposites there. And it's funnier when you exaggerate the points, you know? I'll teach you about humor someday, Mike, so you can understand what we're doing on the show most. It's okay. We'll get you. We'll get you. I might be too strung out on confidence, overdose on confidence. And I got you. They say that in back. That I don't need that. I needed that. Created things, how I got it like that. Mama like that. Mama like that. Like that. Oh, don't do it. This is gonna be my fuck up. Go through it. God damn it. All right, make the chip, Mark. That's all you got to do. Oh, great. Don't miss the putt now, too, and blow the whole game. Woo! Oh, I thought that was the end. I thought that was the end of me. Oh, yes, I got so happy. What the old Drake girl, don't let me do. The new shit you got is overdue. Oh, all right. So it's an eagle on 18. It's a pressure shot. It's a hard hole. Let's get it. I've gotten this in the worst of times in my life before. So, my children, I'm going to make them killing. And all my millions. I wipe my hands of it. Yeah, something with the way you're hitting it. It's not. I mean, you know what? I'm a little bit off kilter right now, so let's we'll table that. We'll table anything else. We'll call that a night, though. We pushed on that bet, by the way, Roy. I got an alarm set, so I'll drop them off on my way to class. Promise. Done. Otherwise, though, we will see you guys Thursday. And Thursday's when we're going to focus more on the learning and talk about different shots. We'll take a look at the chushing a little bit, and if I get feeling the urge. We'll go into click chipping a bit too on Thursday. But otherwise, yeah, we'll see you guys then. We'll come up with something. I can go on for hours on things. So we'll see you guys Thursday night. Word of mouth's out. Good night. Have a great one. Peace.